And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first two quarters. You have to like what we've been seeing from Easy Breezy.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. Barbosa is out there with Curry, and it's Barnes in at the 3, the small forward.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
The Warriors leading. Brown against Bogut. Kicks it to Barnes. Three-pointer. Rebound, Boston. Brown's got his 5th rebound in this one. The pass to Thomas. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Inside, right side, Lee. Lets the 3 fly. The shot misses.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
There's got to be some defensive help there. I mean, the size difference is just too great.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Feeds it to Brown. Passes it to the Cobra. Looks for Thomas. Gets it to him. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Thomas got his 3rd bucket of the night. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Curry kicks to Green. Dishes it to Barbosa. Green with a screen on Thomas. Back to Green. And here's Barnes for 3. Shot is off. Now the Celtics take it the other way.
He continues to struggle from the field. But luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done.
Now here's Thomas. He has 7. He kicks it to Lee. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
I think in that situation, that was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Al Horford is checked in for Boston. The Warriors also with a sub. Iguodala's checked in. Free throw good, Curry.
And guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA, none brighter than Steph Curry, the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offense.
Here's Thomas following the basket by Stephen Curry. What I like, though, about Stephen Curry also is his demeanor, Clark. He cheers on his teammates, keeps his head up through adversity. He does it all.
Yeah, he's pretty much unflappable. He's level-headed and he puts his teammates first. That's what makes him a championship caliber superstar.
Now Thomas, Harrison Barnes missing on the 3. Outside Thomas. And he gets it to go. Thomas got 9.
Well, that's simply a great move there, Kevin. He dusted off the defense and got to the cup for the easy basket.
It's Curry with the drive and the jam by Andre Iguodala.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Now, here's Thomas. He's got 9. Pass to the kid. Horford with the screen on Curry. Here's the kid. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
The Boston Celtics figured to be near the bottom of the league last year. In many ways, they outperformed a lot of people's expectations.
And by no means were they a contender at any point, but they very well could be ahead of themselves in terms of the rebuilding process.
Now here is Bogut. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Bogut's got 4 points in the quarter.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Thomas against Curry. Round kicks to Horford. The dish to Lee. The pass to the kid. Shoots it up. The shot misses. And Golden State will come the other way.
And with the Celtics being a surprise threat near the end of last season, even their losses were close games.
Now here's Barnes. And the shot is good. And now it's an 8-point Warrior lead.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play. So Thomas will go to the free throw line. That's on Andrew Bogut.
To back up your point about the Celtics being in close games, I mean, their point differential on the year was less than where you would expect it to be for a team that made the playoffs. I mean, it really gives you an idea of how many close games they played.
That free throw good from Isaiah Thomas.
Look at Isaiah Thomas, and he's been getting it done. 12 points, and he's also been picking up some nice assists here and there, too.
And Clark, that needs to continue. When he has an opportunity to get an open teammate the ball, he has got to make that a priority.
Warriors leading by 5. Curry kicks to Iguodala. Pass to Green. Barnes with it. He has 5. Clock at 6. From deep. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And a chance here to take a look at the numbers for Thomas. Averaging about 15 points, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
Yeah, in every way, I think he's doing a much better job, and the numbers certainly support that.
And some of Harrison Barnes' teammates have referred to him as the senator because of the way he carries himself. And, you know, a very level-headed, dignified young man, and just he has an air about him.
Curry with the steal. He dishes it to Barnes. Shoots the 3. And Lee pulls it down. And Harrison Barnes at times has been criticized in the past for not being more, Clark, assertive on the court.
Well, you know, it's interesting. He had to weather the pressure of expectations since high school. I mean, people were comparing him to Kobe Bryant back then, but HB can't get caught up in that. He's got to be true to himself. You know what I tell guys? Do you.
Yeah.
Do you.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
And the free throw, no good.
And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships at Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. After the basket by Boston, Iguodala kicks to Barnes. He feeds it to Bogut. 5 to shoot. It's Curry outside. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Brown. And here's a little known fact, Clark. Only 3 players have recorded at least 2 triple-doubles in the NCAA tournament. They are Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, and Draymond Green.
That's some elite company for Draymond Green. He's a hard worker, a guy you love if he's on your team. He can be an irritant if he's not with you, but continues to improve and prove his doubters wrong.
The feed to Horford, the 10-footer. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Bogut's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Barnes. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
And despite some of the injuries over the years, Andrew Bogut still one of the game's best shot blockers, averaging well over 2.5 a game in his career. And Greg, he protects the rim like few others can. A rugged play.
And last season, almost 3 block shots per game. And with all the offensive firepower around him, I think it really allows him to play to his strengths. That's why having a great team is about pieces of the puzzle fitting. He's a terrific piece for this group.
Now, here's Thomas. 12 points for him. They set the pick. Pass to the kid. Fires for 3. Rebound Bogut. Bogut's got his 4th rebound in this one.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
That's good. And that's 23 points for Steph Curry.
And getting back to Bogut, people forget he's a pretty good athlete. The reason he was drafted #1 overall way back when was because of his insane combination of size and movement skill. That's why he remains one of the excellent shot blockers in the league today.
Curry kicks it to West. Out to the right wing. Here's Barnes. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Celtics trail by 8.
And when you talk about Bogut, I think the Warriors' incredible regular season inspired him. He didn't have to be the star. He just had to anchor that deep. Sometimes when you give a guy a specific task to be the best at, that's what he delivers the most.
And here is Curry after Marcus Smart got his shot to go from deep. West passes to Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go with a 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Now here's Thomas. 12 points for him. Kicks it to Smart. Feeds it to Horford. Uncovered. And he gets it to go. Horford's got 8. And here is Curry. He's got 23. Dishes to West. Poked away. Stolen by Warren. Thomas with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. Thomas passes to the kid. And he drops it in from the low post. He's got 9.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
Porter dishes to Curry. Now Barnes. He's got 7. 6 to shoot. Turnaround Jay. That one a little long.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Warriors leading by 4. Here's Curry. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And the Warriors won 51 games back in 2014, improved that mark by 16 wins last season. Among teams that won at least 50 games in the previous year, that 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. The Cobra is checked in for Horford. Jared Sullinger comes in for the Kid. And it's Avery Bradley in for Thomas.
It goes without saying the Warriors set franchise records all over the place with their play. Their win total being the highest ever, but also of note it was the first time they've won 50 games in back-to-back seasons. They seem to truly have arrived as a top-notch franchise in this current state of the NBA.
And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Trying to make it a three-point play.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
And really a fantastic season for Sullinger last year. Really made some leaps forward, but missed a lot of time still due to injury.
That free throw good from Sullinger. Sullinger did continue to improve last year, Clark, but you can't ignore that he had to miss time once again.
Yeah, and you hope that he'll be able to stay healthy for a full year at some point. When he's on the floor, he's a hard matchup for just about every team in the league.
Now, here's Porter. He's got 13. From deep three-point range, they grab their own miss. Celtics trail by 3. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And here comes the break. Out to West. Pass to Curry. Beyond the arc. No good. Now here's Smart. On the wing. Can't connect. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Warriors ahead. They're up by 3. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Boston trailing. Smart and Bradley the guards. The Cobra out there with David Lee, and it's Brown in at the 3. That's the Boston 5. Here's the Cobra. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you better off sending him to the free throw lines than to have him get that good a look.
Barbosa kicks to Spates. The dish to Porter. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Otto Porter, hailing from a family of basketball players. His mom, All-State in '85. His 3 uncles won state titles. Deep basketball roots.
And how about the fact several of his cousins also won state championships, although Otto is the only one in the family to reach the NBA.
First one falls for him.
You know, getting back to Otto Porter's basketball family, it really prepped him to compete. Your family is the first place you learn to navigate and win battles in competition. And that goes for sports and life.
The kid, he's checked in for Avery Bradley. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And talking about Porter, he certainly has worked hard to improve upon his weaknesses. That's a trait that's often instilled in a man at a young age. And he's not an explosive athlete, but his motor and want to compensate for that?
Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
And the first one drops. Last season for the Warriors really dominated from beginning to end to lead the league in, Greg, both offensive and defensive efficiency.
And, Kevin, a lot of people knew the Warriors were good at offense. I mean, but they've been equally as good defensively over the past few seasons, kind of flying under the radar for whatever reason. Not the case going forward.
It was a tough battle down the stretch, but the Celtics were able to get back into the playoffs last year.
And kind of just hovering around all season, but give them credit. They fought their way in and spent only 1 year out of the postseason in their rebuild.
For three, Barbosa. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Brown, good.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy. And, you know, for the Celtics, the actual playoff series didn't go well. They got swept by the Cavaliers, but most people will remember the injuries from the series more than the play, and the Celtics have a bright future, no doubt.
Now here's Iguodala. Lots of room. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And he was kicked in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
The Celtics making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. Andrew Bogut checked in for the Warriors. Barnes comes in for Otto Porter Jr.
Well, listen, it was a forgettable series for Celtics fans. However, the Celtics' young core were able to experience postseason basketball. That's something that you can really never replicate. I'm sure they'll be hungry for more of it, and credit Brad Stevens on a terrific job.
Now, here's Thomas. Harrison Barnes missing his last shot. And the pass to the Cobra. On the wing, Brown, guarded by Green. Thomas goes in, and it's sent back by Bogut. They get it back. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
Al Horford is checked in for the Cobra. The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Iguodala kicks to Barnes. Pass to Barbosa. Clock at 6. No good on the 3. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Thomas goes in. Picked by Horford. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And it goes on Draymond Green.
So far in the game for the kid, 10 points and a steal.
And, guys, really impossible to say where he's been better, offensively or defensively.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's not missed a beat at either end. That's obvious.
The first free throw is good.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Both shots good from the stripe. And so here is Golden State. Barbosa kicks to Iguodala. Green, the screen. Here's Barbosa. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Green kicks to Bogut. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Took the opportunity when he saw it. 9 points for Andre Iguodala.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
Horford with the screen on Bogut. The kid passes to Lee. Brown wide open. He fires. Drains it from beyond the arc. Brown's got the game tied up here for the Celtics. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. It's Iguodala with the drive, and it's blocked by Brown, and that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. On defense, the Celtics have allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Green dishes to Barnes, kicks it out to Iguodala. Barbosa for 3, offensive rebound.
They've clearly been the better team on the glass. It hasn't necessarily translated to the scoreboard yet.
Yeah, but over a full game, I like their energy. And if they can maintain that level of effort, I think it bodes well for them down the stretch.
Warriors have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Iguodala outside, back to Barbosa. Green kicks to Barnes. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Clock at 4. Again, Iguodala missing. The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Bogut against Thomas. To take the lead. And the dunk by Horford.
Driving high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession. And Al Horford is just a winner, guys. I mean, win 2 NCAA titles at his time playing for Florida. His teammates call him the Godfather because of how calm and quiet he is in terms of his leadership and the mentoring he provides. It's been the same here in the NBA.
Timeout called the Warriors. And that Florida team with Horford, Noah, and Corey Brewer, such a tight-knit group. All those guys still competing and defending at a very high level now in the NBA.
Each of those guys very team-first in their approach. That's what they're about, winning. And because they've experienced championship winning, they stay locked into that task.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. He was not at all satisfied with their effort level, saying, "We're losing the hustle plays and all the 50-50 balls. We simply can't win that way. We've got to get after it." Let's see how they respond, Kevin.
And here is Thomas after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Thomas goes in, and it's sent back by Bogut. Barbosa with it. He kicks to Bogut. Outside Curry. There's a good screen from deep. Rebound Boston. Horford's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's the kid. Lee with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. The Warriors leading. Over to the left wing. And here's Barnes for 3. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Now here's Brown outside for Thomas. And the shot falls short this time.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Curry against Thomas. He dishes it to Brown. And here is Horford. He feeds it to Lee. Passes it to the kid. Hope they get it back. Picked by Horford. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. And it's the Warriors with the ball. 6-point lead. Curry kicks to Barbosa. The feed to Green. Screen by Bogut. Here's Barbosa. And here's Barnes for three. And yes, sir, that one drops. Barnes has got 12 points here in the second half.
And just a nice bucket there to really just sustain that lead.
Well, a few more possessions like that, and they'll do more than sustain the lead, Greg. I think they'll start to put this thing away by pulling away.
Here's the kid. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Here's the kid. Can they get it? Rebounded by Bogut. Bogut's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Barbosa passes to Curry. At the elbow, Green. Curry kicks to Barbosa. 6 on the shot clock. The 15-footer. Rebound, Boston. The kid's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Thomas, it's a wide open look, and the rebound goes to the Warriors.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
The drive by Green. Bogut dishes to Green. Kicks it to Barbosa. It's up a 3. Al Horford with the rebound.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Feeds to Thomas. 3-pointer. Again, Thomas missing.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Now Barnes. Dishes to Green. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Celtics trail by 9. Pass to the kid. Back to Thomas to stop the drought. And it's sent back by Bogut.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Left side Curry. Green up on top. Golden State moving the ball around. He was all alone on that one.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will wow you with his numbers or his athleticism, Clark. He brings a lot of intangibles, though. And I remember talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up at Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about him. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors, in Steve's words.
Here's the kid. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time. You know, you talk about Green's enthusiasm for the game. He's constantly talking, whether defensively or even in an opponent's ear. He's a vocal presence. And also another example of how a guy can make an impact without necessarily having it show up in the stat sheet. And also, don't discount his leadership. Draymond Green's been a vocal leader his entire career. Even as a rookie, he wasn't afraid to challenge his teammates. And that competitive spirit, guys, can be contagious.
Now here's Curry. Layup off the pick. Green, no luck.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure. But unfortunately, the execution has been lacking. How about the excitement right now that he's playing the game with? I love it.
He capped that dunk off with some serious hang time on the rim.
I tell you what, he just couldn't contain himself on that one.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're trailing by 10. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter. Brown the pass to Thomas. The pass to the kid. Outside for Thomas. From past the arc. And he gets it to go.
Nothing going his way this quarter. Nothing falling for him either. I mean, that miss makes it 1 of 8 in the fourth.
To the inside. Barnes. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
1:15 left here in the fourth quarter. Thomas passes to the kid. Takes a three. That doesn't go either for Thomas. Warriors leading by 9. Now here's Green. The dish to Barnes. Just 5 to shoot. Barbosa for 3. And it's Barbosa again missing.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Harrison Barnes. His second person, 15.
Been a great game tonight for Brown. He's got 21 points, and he's also got 1 block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, and that's just a small part of what we've seen, but it's been a solid contribution defensively.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Sullinger's checked in for the Cobra. Warren comes in for Lee. Bradley's checked in for the kid. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul. And a new group in for the Celtics. The Cobra, he's checked in for Sullinger. Lee comes in for T.J. Warren. The kid, he's checked in for Avery Bradley. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Smart. Different look here for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut checked in for Spates. Draymond Green comes in for David West. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Porter. And Steph Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. 30 seconds left in the game.
I think it's safe to say this baby's over.
Yeah, that's fairly obvious. I'd say that's a really good assumption on your part.
Barbosa gets the bucket.
And really no better feeling than to go on the road and play this well and get the win.
Yeah, it's always a good win when you play the kind of game they have played tonight. I mean, especially, though, when you get it done on the road. That's a special, special feeling there.
.20 seconds left in the fourth. And Warren with the basket on the assist from Smart.
Love the play there on the inbound. The defense lost contact with him, and he knocks down the triple.
The clock now can just run out for the Warriors. Porter kicks to Curry. Pass to Porter. So we see the Warriors get the win here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, you go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
I will say this about Steph Curry. There is no player in the league more capable of single-handedly taking over a ball game than he is. What I mean is, Steph Curry's hot. Is hotter than anyone else is hot. He can beat you with his feet, his mind, his shot. The only thing you can be sure of is that he will beat you.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.